Hi crafty friends, it's me Mary, and today I wanted to show you a flip through of my latest pages. I'm so excited to share these with you. Please go ahead and subscribe if you like my videos, and also give me a thumbs up. That would be great. Here we go. The first one I did was when me and my son were in Disneyland at Harry Potter Land. I think I'm saying it right, Disneyland, not Disney World. This one's in California, either way. Anyway, what I did here was I put some acetate letters and I backed it with some holographic paper, which I really loved. And also I'm going to try to stick to the positive things about my pages. I'm really critical of myself, and so I oftentimes just focus on the negatives and what I did wrong. But for these videos I'm going to try and stick to the positive. So don't think that I'm like bragging or anything. I'm just trying to be nice to myself. So here we go again. And then here I stitched wherever there was a little paper airplane, and I did it in the same color of the airplane. And I thought that that was really fun. My next page here is a mixed media page, and I used one of the Paige Evans cut files. And I did do some mixed media on the back before I put the cut file down. And what I did was I used the shimmer sprays. I use shimmer sprays in almost every one of my pages because I love them so much. And the inklings I used. And I also did some modeling paste on the back too for these hearts using the new Paige Evans stencil. Hey Claude. My kitty's here visiting. Actually both of them are. Well, 2 of the 4 anyway. So that's that page. I'll go back and do the opposite pages at the end just because of the way we have it set up here. And the next page I have here, I did sort of a shaker page, which I really loved because I love glitter and all things shiny. So here's my son waiting to be in the band performance. He was so cute. I absolutely loved this time with him. It was great, and it was great scrapbooking it too. And here's another page where I did some more mixed media. Here we are getting up early in the morning, like 2-3 a.m. to go to the Rose Bowl, the Rose Parade anyway. And here's all the chaperones that went on the trip. So that was really fun. And I did some mixed media here and then added some rhinestones on top. And of course I used a Paige Evans cut file. And here was one of the days that we got to get out on our own, and we went and got some cotton candy at this fair. And it was really fun, this really neat cotton candy shop. It put glitter on your cotton candy and nerds and all this different types of stuff that you can think of. But here I did some more mixed media. I used a stencil and used some modeling paste for an art anthology stencil. And it turned out really pretty. I really like how it turned out. I used a lot of the Maggie Holmes papers on this one. And here's me and the cotton candy. We both got some. I got some with sparkles and he got some with nerds. You can't really tell by the picture, but it was pretty cool. And then again, I used modeling paste and some mixed media and another Paige Evans cut file. That's sort of my MO here. And some Maggie Holmes papers and ephemera. And here we're at Disneyland, and he's eating a huge turkey leg. So his dad loves turkey legs, so I had to get a picture of this, sort of making him jealous, I guess, but making him happy too, knowing that we're enjoying ourselves. And here on this next page, we are here at the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, and this was such a fun ride, but such a long wait. But this one is really neat. I did a lot of bright colors on this and some more mixed media on the background. This time I used some Lindy Stamp Gang Magicals, and that was really fun to use. They are some really bright colors. I used the, gosh, what was it? I think it's the Hocus Pocus line or something like that. Anyway, it's the Halloween magicals that I used. And here I used a Paige Evans cut file again, Fun at Disneyland. And I distressed some of the horizon papers right here, and I sewed them on using coordinated colors. And here we are waiting in line for the Haunted Mansion. And this one I decided to do all white. I thought it turned out really nice. I used some different specialty paper on this one, along with some Amy Tangerine ephemera and Shine ephemera. And I really like how this page turned out. I thought it was really cute. Got this clip here that I'm gonna have to move, I think. Anyway, here I did some hexagons. I love doing hexagons, and I sewed them all, or I stitched them all in coordinating colors. And I put some charms on here, and here we are at the Rose Parade finally. And now I'll go back through the pages that we didn't see. So here's us in Hollywood Boulevard. We're just sort of goofing off and taking pictures of all the sights, and boy, were there a lot of them. This time I used the rhinestones, and I colored them with acrylic paint, water-based, and it turned out really pretty. There's this rhinestone sheet that you can get with, it's just a big square of rhinestones, and you can cut them apart and paint them and do whatever you want with them. And I just thought that that was really cute. I'm going to take this off for now. And here we are at Disneyland. Let me fix this a little bit. We're by the trees. It was lit up for Christmas, even though it was New Year's. And I just put the lucky ones here because we are so lucky to have each other. And I just love my son so much. And it was just a great trip. I'm really glad that I got to spend that time with him. He's 17 now, and so I know that there's not going to be many more times I get to spend alone with him like this. So it was really a good time. And here we are again at the Haunted Mansion, just sort of waiting in line, but they had a bunch of neat sights to look at the whole time, so it was really cool. I used a specialty paper here, and I used a turquoisey sort of paper underneath it so you could see through, and then I used some Halloween paper and distressed the edges and then sewed right through it. And then I don't know if you can see down here though, it says Haunted Mansion, and I sewed through that as well. Here's one of my favorite pages. I made these little mini envelopes using that We Are Memory Keepers mini envelope tool. And I just couldn't stop making them. I have like a whole bowl of them now. They're so cute. But here we are at Space Mountain, and he kept asking me, are you sure that this is an okay ride to go on? He was a little bit scared, but he was really proud after he went on it. So I thought that that was really fun. And then here's another Paige Evans cut file. I just used the negative space, and I actually glued down every single one of these. So it took me a while, but it was really fun. And here's another Paige Evans cut file that I used. And here they are in the band at Disneyland marching. If you can hear my family in the background, sorry about that, but they just came in from swimming. And here we are marching at Disneyland again, and here's one of their teachers that teaches the color guard. And they just sort of made up this funny picture that when a flag drops, he has this funny looking face on him like, I don't think so. It was just so cute. And so I used a Paige Evans cut file and sort of used the clouds that were in there already, and I pulled them out on top of the cut file. And I thought that that gave it a lot of dimension, so that looked really cool. And I used a lot of the shimmer sprays underneath to make it look really cloudy and like a thunderstorm. I just really love how this one turned out. And here I have one where I divided it into grids, Fun in the Sun. Here we are at the Rose Bowl. We're taking pictures in the uniforms. and their band uniforms. So I put cherish this day because it was just another wonderful day and beautiful sun. Look at these tall palm trees. I used a ton of different stencils on this one, 9 to be exact. And I used a bunch of different shimmer sprays again. And this was just amazing. This is them in front of the Rose Bowl, the whole band. I mean, what an experience to be asked to play in the Rose Parade. I mean, just awesome. I used a Paige Evans cut file here and some more shimmer sprays. And here they're practicing at a band fest competition before the Rose Bowl. And that was a really fun day too, pretty in the sun. California is such a beautiful state. I love their weather. Here I did some mixed media on the background and made a little tag here. And here's us back at Disneyland. We are in front of this shop. I love sweets and cakes and teacups and everything like that. So I made a little shaker here and some more mixed media on the background where I put the shimmers down, let it dry, and then I put gesso down and sort of dragged it across the paper, and so the shimmers actually sort of like dragged right with it. It was really cool. I'm gonna have to try that again. That was sort of a mistake that happened, but I really like how it turned out. It was sort of a new technique I learned. And that's it for this book. If you have any questions about how I did something or what products I used, I am so happy to answer your questions. So please comment and tell me what you thought. I spend a lot of time on these books. I actually have over 100 of them now, and I keep them in my scrapbook room, and I just really enjoy scrapbooking. So drop me a comment, give me a thumbs up if you, oops, sorry about that. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.